morning, cyber traders. Welcome back on this Thursday. My God, what a short week. I mean, Tuesday. What, Tuesday? Wednesday. That's right. Today's Wednesday. Every time I get a day off, you know, and we have that holiday, I always get thrown off by the weekend. But yes, today's Wednesday. Let me tell you, we're having a really nice run up right now with Revlon. You know, I'll talk a little bit about it. I know you guys did well on yesterday, and it turned into a swing trade. I'm going to show you a little bit about on that trade right there, on that trade, and a couple other stocks that moved pretty well. But just to let you know, what is it? The market's down 400 points. Want to look at the Dow really quick and tell you a little bit what's going on as a day trader. You know, listen, you don't want to get caught up in this whole rally yet. I told you this yesterday. You know, people are looking at this rally. We're thinking, oh, maybe we're coming back a little bit. We're not. Listen, we're not making higher highs. We're making lower lows. Every time you're going to get a bounce, it's going to happen. But sure enough, you could see what's happening here on the long-term chart. I'll bring this out a little bit further, get a little bit of perspective. So you can see how you had these 2 days. You had this day that popped right here. Major support levels right around this 29.50. We did come back a little bit. You know, if I go back another year after that, you'll get a little bit more of a better look at it. But you could see right there, major support levels right around that 29.50. If we break that, oh my God, we're looking all the way down, probably around 26. But when you take a step back and you look a little bit further, you kind of could see where we're at. And you got to remember, we're going back to 2020. Okay, this is this is before COVID. And, you know, we can see we had a really nice rally. If I go back, you know, even a little bit further, and you could see right here, I mean, we could go back all the way back to 2019. I mean, we could wipe out literally, what is that, almost 3 years of a rally. And you know what? It doesn't look as bad as it looks now, but let me tell you, there's some stocks out there are getting crushed. But the good thing is, we're gonna have some. Oops, I always do that. X out of that window. Let me bring this back here. Okay, there we go. There's gonna be some really good buys. I mean, there are some stocks out there that are getting hammered, and you know what? Cash is king right now. So let's go over a couple of stocks really quick. First of all, I want to talk about Revlon. So Revlon is doing great, and I had a swing trade on this stock right here, and I didn't have a good price. I owned it at 430, and if you look right here, 430, I had about 2 days. I had it right around here. I bought it at the highs right here, and I took a little bit of a hit, but then after, you know, I chased it, okay? Now, the reason why I chased it, and I tell you guys this all the time, and we're going to be doing a class on this, all right, here at Cyber Trade University. If you want to be a good swing trader, how are you going to know what to swing if you don't even know what happens over the course of the day? If you want to be a good options trader, how do you know what stock option to put on if you don't even know what's happening to the stock? Okay, you just don't trade stocks options because of their great story and their leverage. You're doing it for a hedge, but you got to know which one to trade before you go out there, and sometimes you don't have to do it. So anyway, Revlon, you know, it's just being at the right place at the right time. We trade the last couple of days. We saw the stock get destroyed from 450 all the way down, went to $1. And obviously people thought that Revlon's worth more than that. You know, they filed bankruptcy. And you know what? By filing bankruptcy, just to let you know, is not a bad thing. They just cleaned and screwed everyone out of the money that they owed. And they're just clean. Listen, I don't know if anyone here has ever filed bankruptcy. I hope you never did. But you know that if you're going to file bankruptcy, okay, you're going to make sure that you're not doing it for like a couple of thousand, 10,000, 20. You're doing it for like 200, a million, 3 million. And you know how hard it is to make it back. So at the end of the day, yeah, you're going to have to go through some hurdles for the next couple of years. But to kind of pay that money back doesn't work. And now you got a clean slate. You had a really good business. And usually it helps these companies out. So don't ever look at it because a company filed Chapter 7, whatever it is. When they go bankrupt, doesn't mean they went out of business. That's totally different. And also, it can cause a very good, hostile takeover. People could look at it like, Really? The brand Revlon? I mean, I don't care. So they went out of business. I want to buy the name. The name still got value. So anyway, it worked out pretty well for us on that stock and how it became more of a swing trade. So that's just more of an educational tool to kind of let you know how do you prepare on stocks like that get really beat up. I love stocks that get beat up like this. And, if I start hearing little stories about it and I start seeing consistency of the stock to go up, I mean, when this stock finally broke out, this new news was out on Revlon for a while, but once it got past right around, broke that 450, you could see it right now. It's all the way up here, but it's got major resistance levels right around the 850. I think I said it, told you guys in the cyber group room. So I don't know if anyone there has it. I own it at a really good price, so I'm just holding it for a little bit longer. I'll probably get out. Now I'm doing more of a swing day trade, so I'm looking more around. I'll get out at 7, and I'll focus on 10. You know what I mean? Because I own it at a good price, so I can do that. But when you're a day trader, remember, if you just make 50 cents on it, you should be happy with that. A couple other stocks before we go through the watch list that did also move pretty well. You had this one other stock yesterday, MREO, that moved really nice in the afternoon. That stock went from $1.40 up to $1.80. This one was also a really nice stock you traded. These CLVS, this stock ran from $1.30 all the way up to about $2.40. That's almost 100% in one day. Nice, good move. And then this one was really awesome. It was fast in the morning, came right out, had a couple of nasty little shakes, started around $1.20, went all the way up to about $1.70, came back down, made a little bit of a shake, busted out, went all the way to $2.40. And then obviously you could see it start trending down. So if you ran this thing up all the way up to here and you owned it where here, this is really where you should have had your sweet spot, because 210 was pretty much the party was over. So anyway, that's done. Party's over with that. Today's a brand new day. Let's work our way through the watch list. Okay. Oh, got a nice little pop that just showed up on Revlon. Let me just show you what just happened. Just had a good spike right there. You can see right here, just a big volume bar just came in. It ran. You see, it was a big support level. Wow. Damn. 291,000 share buyers showed up at 750. Look at this bad boy run. Follow the money. Wow, look at that. Well, that's right. There you go. Just trying to tell you that it was that big order that came right here. He showed up, and sure enough, that's what caused that big pop right there. So that was awesome. Great run up. That's why I was telling you I had my little sweet spots right there. I am keeping my eye out. Is there anyone else out there? I'm not seeing anyone out there. I'm not really seeing anyone out there. There's no orders out there. Look, there was this guy right here where I told you around the 425, 450. Wow, this thing is really running. Somebody was really interested in buying this thing. Holy crap. 300,000. Follow the money. By the way, today, just to let everybody know, I'm going to be in Manhattan today. I'm going to be at the NASDAQ Center. I'm going to be on NASDAQ doing a show. I'm going to talk about NASDAQ Total View. We'll send out an email. It's live on Twitter, so please make sure you guys subscribe to it. We'll send out an email. And please like us, friend us, give a nice little comment on it. We always like to, we always like your feedback as in a positive one, okay? But it's good. I'll look forward to being there. I'll be on live. I think it's like 1:30 this afternoon Eastern time. All right, let's go through the watch list. So we know about Revlon. We know that's sold. This one's a buyout. So this one, OBCI, it's up about 118%. That one's pretty much done. This one right here, you got a good little move on this one. Just write this down. Got Revlon. We got this USWS. It just had a little bit of a move right here around 8:30. She started making a little bit of move to about $1.10. I put this on the B list. Some of you probably remember we did trade this back in March. It did go from $1.50 to $3.50. So the stock does move, as always, what we're looking for, but you could see it could have been more of a short squeeze. So you always want to be careful of that. This one went up and down. I didn't put this on the morning watch list. I didn't really care for it when I saw that. This one looks pretty good, MULN. All right, so this stock took a very big hit right here. Went up about to $4, came back down. Looks like it's been obviously a good swing trade. It started about $1, and it's been going up nice and steadily. But you could see here it's very slow. You could trade a lot of shares of it. Traded 7.8 million shares already in pre-market. Market's not open, so the stock's going to trade a lot of volume. But if you're going to trade the stock, you're going to have to trade a lot of shares of it to make it worth a little bit, make it worth your while looking at it. This one, I had this one this morning on the watch list. The DTIL looks like she crapped out on us. You know, once again, that's why I call it the watch list. Losers, man, this thing's getting crushed. ATHA, and like I always say, pharmaceutical stocks don't come back. They don't come back. So, but you know what? You never know. I'm going to put this on the watch list. You might get a dead cat bounce. 90% of the time, no, but 10%, you never know. We'll see how the stock trends up. But when it's down a lot, it's pretty bad. This stock gapped up pretty big. This was obviously a reverse stock split, which is not really healthy for the stock. Revlon, biggest percentage gainer, getting close to that 850. Where am I at right now? I'm almost up to 4,000. All right, that one looks pretty good. Garbage, UTF, garbage is all. This one's not bad. This one I had this morning, the BOXD, and I'll tell you why I like it. Stock got really crushed, was down to 12, came all the way back down. She was starting to be, I mean, this thing started building some support levels right around $1.20. She's up a little bit. When I look at yesterday, it had a really nice pop yesterday around 1 o'clock, ran from $1.40 up to about $1.80. So the stock does move. I remember we did trade the stock a few times. You could see the stock has obviously been holding up pretty well, but took a really big dive, but was starting to look like we're getting that little turn right there. So I've got to check over here, level 2, level 4. Let me see if there's any orders out there. BOXD. Let's see what's happening there. By the way, there's a 22,000 share seller at 840 on Revlon. Just give you guys, for some of you don't have level 4, just letting you know. All right. Okay, good. So we got a 14,000 share buyer right here. He's been holding hits since about 9 o'clock for the last 15 minutes. You can see him right there. That's about it. You know, we got this buyer that just showed up. So I don't know. I kind of like it. A little cheap little stock. Looks like it has a nice little spread. I think everybody could afford trading it. Not bad. New York Stock Exchange losers, nothing there for a dead cat bounce. And that's about it. So market's down. What are we down? 160, 156 on the NASDAQ. We're down, still down about 400. Oil's down $7.80. Woo! There we go. You know what's so funny? Watch what happens with gas. They know how to run it up the same day, but when the gas oil comes down, watch how long it takes it to bring it down. Never makes any sense. That's the only thing I think, like, you know, the oil companies, definitely the gas company, whatever you want to say. They don't say it's them, but that doesn't make any sense. That always happens. All right. We got about 15 minutes before the market opens up. We got a decent list. You saw what happened yesterday. You saw what happened the day before that, and you could see why you're doing the business today. So a couple of things, couple last-minute announcements. Josh is doing phase 2 today. Let's not make sure we miss that. He's going to talk about dead cat bounces. He's going to talk more involved of a detail of a chart, everything like that in phase 2. I'm going to be doing phase 3 next week. So all you students out there that are out there, make sure you are registered for it. You got to learn before you can earn. Remember, this is Sunday football. We only train that one little opportunity to make your days pay, but most of your time is do your journals, do your coachings here at Cybertrade University, talk to your education advisors, talk to your coaches, your gurus, me, everyone else, because, you know, like I said, this is you got to know how to play the game to do it right, but you got to learn how to win. You got to learn how to stop losing. That's the big thing. And then I am going to be live today on NASDAQ at 1:30. We'll hopefully see you all there. And one last thing. On site. Every year we do a big anniversary class. We're going to be sending out an email. We're going to be doing it in October, mid to late October. I know we have a lot of you here that already registered for it. You've been coming back year after year after year. So we're going to be sending out an email on that with a couple of videos, and hopefully we'll be able to see you guys all there. So anyway, you got the watch list. If you're logging in late, don't worry about it. We will post it on our Twitter feed. You can always go back to the recording and watch it. But we got REV, we got Revlon, we got USWS, MULN, ATHA, and BOXD that we found so far that is moving here in the pre-market. And that Revlon is volatile. What happened? That guy showed up. Yep. See what I'm saying? Guy showed up right there and he pushed it right back down. So that 850 is a big resistance. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. We'll start commentating in the market when it opens up if you're a Cyber Group member. And if you always want to join us, just like us, friend us. We're here live at 9 a.m. and at 2:30, or you can always do a trial. and join our room for a whole week. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading.